Nemesis Assassin with Rupture, then I'm like, okay, maybe I don't know enough about the game.
Okay, we'll see here. What will they go for? But a very interesting approach indeed here. Second phase, another focusing ban towards that roamer position, right? Atlas.
Spend them all.
Cho perhaps could be the next ban.
Yeah, the last ban from EVOS Icon. Because like Cho is really annoying too.
Wait.
Can aim for Leslie and all the others, but direct.
Okay, they really want to secure that lane, that EXP here for Uranus. Very good. And my guess is Paquito could be their last ban here from side of RSG.
If they were to ban the XP lane.
Yeah.
Because EVOS Icon didn't pick the mid lane yet.
Nope.
There is Farsha though, if they want to use it.
Maybe they don't care just because they have the Claude and the Uranus, or they're kind of like, even if they pick up the Farsight, sure, it's very dangerous, but they can handle it. Maybe that's why they haven't really cared about it so far.
They have two heroes that can go into the back line using the Blazing Duet, and even Uranus trying to chasing Farsha using his Transcendent Ward. But we gonna see because they already banned Grok. It's the counter of Farsha.
One last ban. Is it the Paquito or
Rizla maybe?
Rizla? Oh, there you go. You called it.
They
see it coming. They see it coming.
Yeah, they know that going up against a Farsa can be a little bit of a pickle, so they opt for a ban, which opens.
Or they can make the Frederick go to the XP lane. They pick the jungle assassin. Lane is still open.
I honestly feel like I'm kind of upset I haven't seen a lot of Lunox.
Oh yeah.
I mean, with this kind of composition against the Uranus, in fact, I think the Lunox could deal with the Claude pretty well as well, because thinking of other mages, okay, the Paquito gets picked up first, or they're gonna look at the entire situation, then they're gonna pick up the mid laner. It's kind of bad where after the emblem changes, a lot of flexibility in EXP, roam, jungle, gold lane, mid, nah. Valentina,
Not on the mid lane.
Eve,
Yeah.
Adita, Farsa, those are the only mages available.
Yeah, viable, right?
Viable.
We
very
even
much.
rarely see like Lilia.
Yeah, Lilia is
like-
very rare.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite surprising, right? But there you go, the mark just comes through for Demon Kite. The hero they need a roam for, I don't know, Cho? Perhaps, knowing that a lot of roams with Lolita.
Lolita. Lolita is the counter of Leslie, but we didn't see it working on the first match today.
All right, so now final pick.
What do they need? They need a mage.
The mid lane.
High burst mage.
I'm thinking about stupid things, Eudora.
Eudora! Whoa!
But Eudora combo can just instantly kill Cloud.
Yeah, I think against the Cloud is fine. It's just
But the
Uranus
others,
thing. Yeah.
especially Uranus,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really happy if he meets
Because I was
Eudora.
even thinking of Chang'e, but I think it will get chunked down by the Claude so much. Yeah. So that's a problem as well. What else?
Savior? Oh, Kagura.
Kagura. Okay.
Long time no see.
I think it's going to be a little bit difficult as well. I mean, the Valentina does... Okay. I'm just thinking it's difficult because there's a lot of targets that has a lot of movement.
True.
It's going to be difficult for you to hit your Yin Yang over
Effectively.
turn.
Yeah, and they have two scaling hero on the mid lane, Kagura, and on the god lane is Leslie.
So that's our thoughts. What do you think, Mirko, as well as Reptar?
Well, honestly, as a Filipino and an RSG stan, I'm worried about that EVOS Icon lineup. It looks good. Kaja, Leslie, Paquito. This looks like it could be a quick snowball if RSG aren't careful, Mirko.
Really, it does look like that. I mean, looking at EVO's Icon's composition as well, they have proper setup towards the later stage of the game. They already have that insurance as well. Now, what I'm worried about is the Mirror Curse. Is it active or not?
Oh, no, please, please, Mirkers, don't be active. Me and Leo are happy atop the predictions leaderboards right now, but of course you see both of us predicting for RSGPH. Is it because of the same thing with the panel? It's because of their championship bloodline already strong with them, or is there something else that you're seeing here as to why you voted for RSG?
Well, Mirror Curse.
Mirror
I'm trying to
Curse.
get Evo's
Oh,
Icon, you
you're
know,
trying to-
a
okay,
sneaky little dub. Unfortunately, it's been literally just blessings all over the board so far in SPS, but we'll see if it changes on day 3. It's It's an odd day.
Okay, so I don't want the Mere Curse. I want the Mere Bless to activate here, not the other way around. For RSGPH, though, I feel like even though Nats was shining during a time where it was always Uranus, Esme, Uranus, Esme, and he really showed off those possibilities of him just cutting the waves, being in the base, enemy base cutting 2 waves at the same time. I feel like in this scenario, this Paquito-Uranus matchup, if Nats isn't careful, and considering that Nats was given so much focus by our panel as one of the key figures for RSGPH, well, the Paquito actually went into the jungle. All right. That's an adjustment. We're going to be seeing the lane matchup in just a bit. It is going to be... Oh, he's up against a Fredrin. I really thought it'd be the Fredrin go to the jungle.
Yeah, same here. I mean, looking at, the Fredrin and the levels of success that you're able to find in the Fredrin, we have been seeing a lot more wins on the Fredrin jungle. But still, EVOS Icon, they want to set a new standard for Fredrin XP. Veldora bringing up the Brave Smite. A few choices, actually, for the Fredrin in the jungle. But, I mean, the XP, but, I'm quite blindsided here by Sutsujin's choice. Lethal Ignition on the Paquito.
Lethal Ignition, Assassin Emblem, decided to go for Adaptive Attack as well. Yup, he just wants to deal damage. That's going to be his main goal here, and that's something that RSGPH needs to watch out for. They can't allow this Paquito to quickly scale. It's similar to like going up against a Martis. EVOS Icon don't want to see Demon Kai get an early double kill. RSGPH don't want to see Susujin get an early double kill.
I like the adjustment as well from Iman. We need to talk about the Brave Smite option here. Usually we see the Quantum Charge on Claude, but up against a Leslie, playing Claude myself, if you're up against a matchup that is bad for you, the Brave Smite gives you much more value. You're able to stay in this lane much longer, and you can just farm, which is what Claude wants to do up against a Leslie.
Yeah, and right now you just saw a glimpse there again in the EXP lane matchup. It was Nat standing in front of Veldora and his turret, just staring him down, similar to how Light wanna stare down with the camera earlier. Pretty sure the dude didn't blink for close to 3 minutes. That's crazy.
Yep. Oh, Nat's here. Consecration popped up already, able to escape, still holding on to the flicker. Demon Kite on the turtle. Ivan looking for a Divine Judgment, but Aqua, whoa, with a flicker forward, finds the Divine Judgment.
Oh, wow.
Nat's dodging away from the Appraiser's Wrath, and just like that, we'll see. But they still try to contest. Now blast in the back right with the Yin Yang overturn, and wow, Sutsujin able to steal it away from RSGPH.
Wow, Sutsujin, great positioning. He knew and watched out for the risk of getting Numenon blasted by Light. And even though there was a flicker committed there by Light, still Sutsujin was safely out of harm's way. Great retribution there by the jungler of EVOS Icon. RSGPH, though, I like how they handled that little skirmish for the Lord. Nas was able to bait out some abilities, even utilize his flicker, and still surviving to get a kill onto Ivan. At the end of the day, RSGPH will be remiss that they did not secure that turtle.
That's a big blow, man. I thought with the first kill, that would have been a free one. But even here, Veldora gets the better of Nats there, taking away the gold buff. But again, RSGPH, they kind of have to wait for that mid game.
Yeah, it's waiting. If they can find those kills onto Demon Kite, get a big win in the gold lane against their own. Oh, there's a pull!
Oh my goodness gracious! What? Lethal ignition from both the mid and the jungle, but Sutsujin will fall to the decimation. Demon Kite trying to find some more. Aqua stealing away the Divine Judgment, and it's equal once again.
What looked like a fantastic pick-off by EVOS Icon. That burst damage from out of nowhere. Pants got a little bit wet, not gonna lie about it. That got me way too surprised. But RSGPH got an amazing clapback on their own. They got kills.
Oh, good Divine Judgment, bringing Ivan back. Demon Kite, one more shot should do it with the Noom now blast slow. Takes him out. Demon Kite able to just slash his way into another.
Miracle, we're talking about conditions, so Nats might get caught out here, but he'll be able to consecration just to be safe. We're talking about conditions. Demon Kite, good lord, already 3 kills. If EVOS Icon aren't careful, this is going to get worse for them. The good thing is, it's only 1 death on the side of EVOS Icon's jungler Sutsujin. That Paquito already has the Hunter Strike. So even though he got picked off, and there's going to be a slight lead here for Demon Kite, it's not that bad. The damage from the Paquito will still be there. Let's see if Sutsujin can replicate that turtle take, or will RSGPH get turtle number 2?
Still 50-50 at this point of the game. RSGPH, Nats And Demon Kite first on the turtle, naturally zoning Veldora away, taking a good chunk of HP away from him. And this is a free one for RSGPH. EVOS Icon do not want to contest.
Yeah, great call there by EVOS Icon, a little bit too risky, but I feel like they could have gotten something else if they were going to trade it. No!
Chain CC, so Jin with the shielding, he would knockout strike as well, but it's not enough to get out of Iman's range. He takes him out, and RSG now comfortably in the lead.
Yeah, comfortable is the right word. At this point, RGPH ticked their conditions. They didn't get that first turtle. They got the second one. They got early kills onto Demon Kite, and now Susujin is 2 deaths early on, and now they're going to be able to push back at the right timing. The gold tower of Doma will fall, so Doma's Leslie advantage has just whittled away.
And with that, man, Doma. Oh, whoa, Ivan still able to find a Divine Judgment despite the flicker. And the 89 overturn takes him low enough for Doma to pick up that last hit. But they do lose out on that lane, the winning lane for Doma, supposedly. Light.
Oh, no. Ground blast. Oh, that felt like just like a warning shot coming out from that Lolita. And in case if ever it landed, there could have been something there. But yeah, now this time around, EVOS Icon, that's what I like to see from teams. When you lose something, you immediately try to find a way to get a win elsewhere. And they found the right one. They were able to get and secure a kill there onto Aqua. Let's see if RGPH can continue to strengthen this lead.
Conceal already used up, gonna be cancelled out. Still, no stun, no lockdown. It's a Jin, just a bit of damage, but Demon Kite, no damage to Demon Kite, man. He's a tanky boy.
Yeah, tanky boy. Chunky, thick, all of the words that you can think of.
Two belts and a
belts
leg plate.
And pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, those pants are way too heavy. He needs 2 big boy pants are what Demon Kite has on right now. Checking the items of the 2 marksmen. A Berserker's Fury was already built, so despite that, it's still not that massive a lead for Eman. EVOS Icon don't need to worry that much. He is getting on there, and eventually they'll need to pick him off. But yeah, it's close. They don't need to worry about it so much right now. They still have to respect the Blazing Duet coming in. But this is good positioning by EVOS. RSG can get flanked here. I don't think they know his life positioning is so far from Demon Kite. Now he's closer.
Definitely an opening here for EVOS Icon to take, but I think it's a bit too risky knowing that Doma hasn't hit that power spike. They're not even going to try to contest Light. Stunning Setsujin up on the other side. Ivan finds the Divine Judgment, but Cry is going to be gunned down with the Mighty Duet and the flicker under the tier 1 with a decimation from Demon Kite to secure a double.
And that's going to be Demon Kite making it a triple. He's not going to get any more, but RSGPH got a lot. Turtle, kills, more gold. And that is less and less time and window for EVOS Icon to make the most out of their advantage. I think safe to say at this point that advantage they could have had going to the mid game just got gone now.
Completely. I think now EVOS Icon are in a place where it's going to be very dangerous because now they're going to put all their marbles on Doma. Demon Kite, beautiful steal away from Setsujin. And now it pushes that even more. Now it's all Doma. If Doma can get to a point where he has that BOD, has that power spike, they win. But if he doesn't, it's over for game 1.
Doma Nation is what EVOS Icon need to funnel into right now. It's crazy. They got to put all their marbles onto Doma, but at the same time, Doma has to play like he has no more marbles left in his head. He has to play out of his mind. He needs to play crazy. With this Numenon.
Oh, even a flicker out there from Doma. Flicker Divine Judgment stolen away by Aqua, bringing Veldora back to get melted down by Eman.
That was one of the more patient RSGPH plays I have ever seen. Usually in those scenarios, they will go on an all-out dive. But they decided to really just wait and see what they're going to get. And they got reactions. They were able to commit flickers out of Doma.
That's a big spell to burn out of the only person on EVOS Icon who can still carry the game, technically. Now with that information, RSGPH can practically just dive to the back, knowing Doma's very vulnerable.
Exactly. And now RSGPH, they can continue to play with his confidence. They still have to look for potential turnarounds, though. They have to time their entries. Watch out for the positioning and the damage coming in from Cry, who already has a lightning truncheon. So if they get caught out in one big yin-yang overturn, this game will get overturned in front of RSGPH. But since the lead has ballooned to 4,000, EVOS Icon, it doesn't even look like they're going to try and go and contest this Lord. RSGPH just rush it. A free one by RSG.
This is a strat for EVOS Icon at this point. It's let's play for Doma. Give him everything, right? Playing around him. Just facilitating the farm. But RSGPH, they don't stand idly by, and that's what's scary here for EVOS Icon. RSGPH have built a 1.5k Lord advantage.
Yeah.
And with this, the snowballing gets even more enhanced. With Nats getting to the power spike as well in the 10th minute of the game, how are EVOS Icon going to weather the storm?
At this point, they're gonna have to take losses at a minimal because it's inevitable they will take losses. There's gonna be a skirmish or even a big team fight initiated by RSG. Then EVOS Icon will just try and see if they can get a kill while they'll end up losing too. Right now, the scenario of them winning a big team fight out of a counter looks low. It's possible, but right now RSGPH are playing at a level where it looks like they're not gonna give that opportunity at all.
So pretty good value from RSGPH, 4,000 built up from that Lord advantage. 2 tier 2s falling down. Still looking for that bottom lane as well. So I think at this point, EVOS Icon are kind of forced in their own base. They have to turtle. They cannot try to contest or defend their tier 2 down there. And there you go. More value from RSGPH, 5,000 Lord advantage.
It's like a bird's nest right now in the EVOS Icon base. They've got a sniper just getting information, looking for the members of RSGPH, and yeah, just got into this point because RSGPH played better. We were worried about the potential snowball factor on the side of EVOS Icon. RSGPH said, no, we got that too. That's why that Martis pickup was actually perfect. They needed that, paired up with a Claude and a Valentina. Now let's see if they're going to continue pushing the lead in the envelope as Naps right now. Even just seeing him, as EVOS Icon sees the Uranus, they're like, yeah, no, this isn't going to be worth it. He's just going to heal through everything at this point.
Complete shutdown at this point, right? I mean, RSGPH are suffocating EVOS Icon. They've got him in the corner, and now they're taking everything, depleting EVOS Icon of the resources, taking it all away, and now it gets even harder to funnel onto Doma. How are you going to get him farm when everyone needs farm as well?
Let's try to funnel it onto the Leslie. Wait, no, the Paquito needs a little bit more. Wait, no, the Frederick needs some more anti-damage items, so sustain items. Even the Kagura needs some gold right now.
Even the Kaja.
Even the Kaja. Everyone EVOS Icons needs money, but right now their economy is just not looking good for them. And yeah, this is going to be the story of the game for the next few minutes. RSGPH taking control of the map. EVOS Icon trying to find positioning or just trying to find farm for Doma and their entire roster. RSGPH, this is classic dominating RSG. The RSG that we saw win the MSC 2022 championship.
Doma's already getting a little bit desperate here up against the MSC Championship lineup. As you can see, Berserker's Fury, usually you go onto an endless battle before you build that BOD. In the best position, you would usually go Berserker, Endless, Windtalker, then a BOD. So the fact that he had to go for Berserker instantly to a BOD, not even finishing up the endless battle, shows you what kind of position EVOS Icon are in. They're fighting for this game, but this match, if they lose this, I think they are out. They are going to get knocked out, just grouped.
Yeah, it's not good. It's going to be grim. Oh, Susujin actually canceled his recall.
Oh, Susujin. Reinforcements coming down. Numenon Blast charged up with a flicker. Good maneuver from Susujin, burning out a flicker and a Numenon Blast. That's going to be quite value from EVOS for EVOS Icon as they try to mount a defense.
Yeah, Light got way too excited there, though. That was a massive miscalculation by Light. So now EVOS Icon don't need to worry about the Numenon Blast plus Flicker combo. That's going to be making it easier for EVOS Icon in this defense. But now this is going to be an enhanced lore. 3 waves crashing in. RSG, PH, still in total control. Let's see if they can get some inhibitor turrets out of this one as EVOS Icon will try to hold.
Already 3 waves built to perfection for RSGPH, charging in this mid lane with a mount up top as well. Doma trying to deal damage. Aqua, very aggressive maneuvers now with Winter Truncheon getting out to half of harm's way. The Mount Blast not connecting. 1 base turret down, 2 base turrets down. Bottom wave still gonna try from Nats to crash it, to shove it again. And this is incredible value for RSGPH.
Yeah, look at Nats holding on to that minion, making sure that it doesn't delay the wave entry. Really holding on to it, and now RSG, can they get this last inhibitor of EVOS Icon?
They can, and they will. Not much contest. Divine Judgment only on to Light, who has the immortality. Yin Yang Overturn not committed just yet. Iman has built up the Malefic Roar. 5.62k Lord advantage. My goodness, ruthless RSG.
Ruthless. This is classic Raider performance. If you're new to seeing or watching an RSGPH game, your first time hearing about this team, They are called the Raiders for a reason. They have completely raided this map in the hopes of EVOS Icon of finding a quicker comeback into this. If ever EVOS will or may come back from this, it's going to be a long climb back to the top. It's the endless battle you were talking about from that, Leslie.
14 minutes of the game. He already built a BOD first. So right now, 3 items in 14 minutes, in 15 minutes. That's, again, I don't know. They're going to have to wait for more now. That power spike, it's not at the right time. So they're going to have to wait for the second BOD, perhaps. Or maybe even just, something else. Maybe some defense for Doma to survive in these team fights. Because looking at it now, I don't think it's enough damage.
Yeah, not enough. They're going to need to find a massive mishap by RSGPH to make a comeback. And you see they're all positives that RSGPH are just getting from every Lord, every major objective they're getting. They're going around, looking around for an opening. I feel like, though, if in that siege that we just saw earlier, if Light did have that flicker and he didn't waste it trying to get Sutsujin, I bet at that moment he was like, oh man, I really wish I had my flicker right now. That was perfect. I could have caught 4. But let's see what RSGPH can do now. So they will most likely get this third Lord of the game with no contention from EVOS Icon at all.
Just complete suffocation from the Raiders, raiding everything in their jungle as well. I mean, take a look at this EVOS Icon, not given room at all. Despite it all, though, I'm pretty curious to see. Take a look at the items here. Sutsujin has completed the War Axe. I would expect him to go for more defense at this point of the game. Maybe to just facilitate Doma in the back, play it really front to back with 3 frontliners. But it seems like Sutsujin still wants to be one of the janitors, the cleanup crew, to try to assassinate some of the back line, or maybe even just the low targets from RSG in the next team fight.
Oh, that's true. It really feels like EVOS Icon right now are banking on the possibility of them just catching RSGPH off guard with a bunch of damage that RSGPH wouldn't be able to see coming because of the lead that they've found themselves so comfortable in right now. But now, here comes the Lord. It's been a dominating game and performance so far for the Raiders. This game number 1 against EVOS Icon. EVOS Icon, they're gonna need to dig in deep to stop this potential onslaught.
They were holding on to the mini waves, trying to prevent a 3-way push, but it still comes through. Ivan with a flicker forward, but it's gonna be cancelled out right there as well. Dora gets melted down in the front. Now, the decimation comes through, but Aqua is the one who picks it up. Lord on the base, Krai and Doma still able to free hit right now. Snats gets taken low, but it's only the Immortality that gets popped. Meanwhile, Demon Kai brought all the way back. Doma still trying to defend, but will fall to Aqua. Game 1 to RSGPH.
Dominant. Simply dominant. I know there's a lot more words in the dictionary to describe this, but what they showed here was a thing of beauty. The smiling demon with a grin so wide, you can feel it in Jakarta. Well, he is in Jakarta. That's 1-0 for RSGPH.
1-0, and it felt like they didn't even break a sweat. It was just RSGPH. Another day for them, another day of work, another day of a stomp, and EVOS Icon will have to reevaluate, adjust, and make some really big adjustments if they want to face off and equalize.
Yeah, I guess RSGPH adjustments. I wouldn't be surprised if Light didn't blink that entire game. Analyst, I'm sure you didn't blink because y'all had to watch everything. How did that go for y'all?
What, do you think we're Light? Of course we blinked. Dude, come on. We're normal human beings. Which, by the way, Mirko said they didn't sweat. I gotta say, part of the reason, good air conditioning.
Very good air conditioning.
Yeah, so now let's talk about the game where if I were to describe it, it started off very fast from RG Philippines and then started to stagnate a little bit, but I kind of feel like it's just their way of choking out EVOS Icon from really doing anything in the game.
Yeah, they didn't even try to finding some kill points, but even like pressure EVOS Icon to make them not do the farming.
Yeah. I mean, it's just RSG setting their tempo, and EVOS Legends, or EVOS Icon in this case, they weren't able to find and retake their tempo. A very good discipline, I feel like, from RSGPH. The stagnation, it's because they see no opening. They saw no good engage, so they went back, but they still managed to maintain that control.
Yeah, they're not forcing it, but honestly, that's part of the thing that I want to talk about, how the starting point so fast.
Yeah.
Because even Kolia's brought it up. There's 2
Scaling heroes.
scaling heroes. And because of that, maybe we saw that 2 losing lanes. And because of that, not a lot of early rotations coming in from EVOS Icon. Was that the reason why they lost?
Yeah, without any rotation, I think no follows
Yeah.
up, and even like RGPH, can I say that they are successfully dominating EVOS Icon on this game?
It's safe to say, and again, RSG saw that 2 scaling heroes, plus they have a weak high ground, so they know
Yeah.
we can just take it slow. We can't play this the patient game because at the end of the day, they're high ground, they don't have fast clear when they're defending, so
True.
they exploit that fact.
Actually, I think the no high ground thing is way more important here because it will come to a point where once we get the Lord, not a lot can really be done because Leslie is really hurting Hero, sure, but she doesn't clear the minions fast, she doesn't clear the Lord fast, and the MVP for the game is going to be Amon, 3-0-6.
He's using the basic common emblem, Brave, Smite, Tenacity, and he's not using Agility, by the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, because he's like thinking more sustainable to
Yep.
be in front of the
Yeah.
EVOS Icon member. And look at that kill participation, so it's 82% from 11 kill.
I mean, like, to be fair, I agree with what Mirko said. He thought it was going to be a losing matchup going up against the Leslie, more range, true damage. So it's like, okay, I need some healing. So that's why he took, and then, you know what? I don't even mind if the highlights is just this.
This is the highlight.
Honestly, it's all right.
Prod, I
All
love
right,
you.
well, never mind. We don't love you anymore.
But yeah, this is where I feel like the mid game, right? Minute 7 started to ensue, and RSG, they were stepping, pull the trigger on all areas because again, Kagura, Leslie, when they're behind, they will not be effective.
Yeah, without their item, there will be no damage from them. That's why they just can bravely just get in, like
Yeah.
treasuring. Even the Valentina is always stealing the Kaja ultimate.
Actually,
Divine
to be fair, we saw whenever the Kaja is involved, they will basically get a confirmed kill. Whenever Ivan goes in front, Divine Judgment, Crit is there to follow up, it's gonna be a kill. But why don't they do that often is because RG Philippines, they control the river so well. Congratulations to them for winning 1-0 against EVOS Icon. And I kind of feel like that is one of the more important factors about this game. The fact that RG Philippines, they started their 4-man rotation way earlier compared to EVOS Icon, control the river. And the thing about a Kaja is that if the Kaja player doesn't have a good place to set things up, then it's not going to be looking good. Because if you see a Kaja coming, then that's not a good Kaja.
Exactly, and that is where I feel like, again, Aqua, Light rather, Light managed to exploit that Divine Judgment, right? Extracting that ult to its utmost potential, finding the right targets and the pickoffs. When Divine Judgment comes through, 95% that member will be killed.
But yeah, the calculation, like Lafel said before, if the team got the kill, but what if the core like the Kagura or even the Leslie got the kill too? It's very dangerous for the RSGPH, but that's why they didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, and by the way, again, amazing games. We got to give a huge shout out to the Snapdragon Elite Gaming because, again, it's the namesake of the tournament, Snapdragon Pro Series. Without them, you guys wouldn't see all the teams here playing. So thank you again to Snapdragon Elite Gaming chipset. You guys are amazing, and I've been having a blast casting, hosting the entire tournament. I'm not casting anymore, dude.
You miss casting, Lafel?
Actually, right now, I'm kind of okay not casting.
Okay, so it's
You guys understand.
it's
Yeah.
it's
I
a
understand.
semi-win-win. But again, ladies and gentlemen, that was an okay game from RSG.
Yeah.
What can EVOS Icon do here? Is the question.
Honestly, for me, they got to figure out a way to control the map. Because if they let RG Philippines control the map just like game number 1, yeah, it's not going to look good.
Yeah.
How to control the map? From the draft, right?
Yeah.
So they need to draft heroes that can control the map. And I feel like in that game, they were put up in a corner. They can't do anything.
Yeah, because a lot of heroes already banned by RSGPH. That's why they need to think about like, what if we open a lot of light heroes and then they pick for themselves.
No, honestly,
if?
you just need a very strong mid trio to really make it happen. Because when the mid trio is very proactive, because we got to consider how did RG Philippines they really ramped up the game. Look at Demon Kai on the Martis. Starting off, triple kill. I mean, with that, then yeah, you're gonna control the entire map.
Of
So
course.
basically, they gotta prevent that from happening, either by getting a stronger mid trio, or understanding that RG Philippines, they have the stronger mid trio. How do they disrupt that? Because either achieve your win condition or disrupt the enemy's win condition.
Or threat the win condition.
Yeah.
Find compensations, be more proactive perhaps in game 2. Then again, I feel like from the drafts they really need to start to adjust here, because that first game it was an outdraft from the side of RSG.
Actually, if production doesn't mind, could you bring up the draft again? Because we got to talk about this. Which part of the drafts do you guys think really needs to be adjusted?
That last pick. They have
The
that
Kagura?
last pick.
The Kagura?
Yeah, they have that last pick. They can utilize that last pick to oversee, but they opt for the Kagura. Now, question, who does the Kagura target going up against this composition?
It's Claude, actually.
But then again,
But on a
Claude-
late game. Mhm.
But then again, Claude can escape with the BMI. Very mobile hero.
Yeah.
Sure, you get the Claude, you get the trait. You need to deal with 4 other heroes. So, yeah, I don't know. They didn't utilize their last pick very well.
I actually agree with you on that one.
Mhm.
Honestly, we've been talking about it, but in this kind of composition, it might not even be bad to pick up the Valir. Sure, it's going to be very bad going up against the Claude, but going up against... Actually, no, Martis has anti-CC, so it might not actually be that great. But I see where you're getting at, because if you're picking the Kagura to deal with the Claude, then why did you pick up the Leslie? Because people usually pick up the Leslie to fight against the Claude, right?
Nah, so it's
Yeah.
2 heroes
For one.
for 1.
Yeah, zero high ground for Kagura, so they really lack in that last pick. I don't know. They need to utilize that last pick effectively, I feel like.
Honestly, keep on talking. I'm just gonna browse the Mobile Legends hero, because I keep on talking about Lunox, but if we actually surf around, will we find any better options? Because at the top of your head, you guys were talking about Lilia,
Is
Lunox.
Faramis a good option?
Oh wait,
here?
yeah, Fairness
Yeah,
is
Paramis
open.
is still open.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you will give the altar over to RG Philippines as well, and I kind of feel like Philippine teams are super scary with the altar. So I kind of feel like
Yeah.
good pick, but not against RG Philippines.
Double-edged sword. It
Yeah.
seems like.
It's the same thing like I'm thinking about Savior, but Savior is
Actually,
dangerous
ban out
against...
Valentina, man. Ban out Valentina.
Yeah.
It's such a headache, right? Because, hey, can we pick this hero? But she will take your ult.
That's why maybe they're thinking to picking a Kagura. It will be useless if I am
Yes.
to the Kagura.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, I think perhaps this is also why Valentina is such a prio pick, Olios. A very popular first pick indeed. And draft-wise, a lot of teams let Valentina go. But in this case, in this particular case, EVOS Icon wasn't able to handle that Valentina in that mid.
Yeah,
It was
actually,
just too strong.
actually looking at this,
Yeah.
viable-ish. Novaria was still open.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier was there. Sicilian, if you really want the late game, right?
Yeah, Sicilian. What do you all think about Lilia?
Here's the thing.
What's your stance about Lilia?
It's okay, but the HP is so low that honestly, against the Valentina might be okay. But I don't know. Whenever I use
Against
the Lily-
Mortis.
yeah,
Uranus.
yeah, it's not great because the HP is so low. As a Valentina, you feel way more tanky than a Lilia.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I prefer more Lunox, I think.
Yeah,
Lunox.
I prefer Lunox. Yeah.
With the emblem of Festival of Blood. It can make Lunox more sustainable.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
a new
even thought
combo.
about that.
That's a new combo. When you are using life pulse, usually
Yeah.
you got more health. But
Yeah.
with another Festival of Blood, so you got another
Add.
HP.
Oh wow, I never even thought
Yeah.
about that.
I
Okay.
think Lunox is better in this
I mean, I keep
particular
asking for
case.
Lunox, but it doesn't come up.
Going up against Uranus, going up against Martis fighter heroes,
It's a
right?
good
It
hero.
will melt.
Yeah.
Lunox, what?
It have the brilliance of order to escape from the Blazing Duet.
Yes.
True. But then again, Lunox needs perhaps 4 items to deal damage.
I kind of feel like actually with Kaja, I think it doesn't matter.
3.
No,
3 is okay.
no items.
Whoa, okay.
No, legit. With Kaja, you don't need items. You can get a kill. Very, especially if you go for the very squishy targets. Uranus with no stacks, yeah, you can get a kill. I mean, Lunox
At
is
level
really
4.
Yeah, level 4. You just need your level 4, and then you're good.
There you go.
The only problem is if they haven't trained it for a long time. That's legit the
Yeah.
only problem.
If the pilot didn't feel more comfortable
Exactly.
using Lunox.
Yeah. So it's like on paper it makes sense, but if the last time he played it was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
then yeah, maybe not a good choice.
Well, there you go. They need to have that, perhaps. Lunox need to be added in their artillery, but EVOS Icon now on blue side still respecting light. Franco ban.
Yeah, Franco, Uranus, and Yves. We gonna see last heroes ban from the RSGPH itself. Or it's gonna be the same hero like on the game one, or it's gonna be different.
Right now, looking at the situation,
Oh, Arlot.
quite fast bans here. Kadita Grok, Arlit for RSG Philippines.
Valentina is open.
Just pick up the Valentina.
Uh-huh.
It really is like an anti-fun kind of hero. It's like, can I use this hero? No. Okay.
Yeah. The developer already nerfed Valentina several times, but yeah, she's still on the meta.
She is a very, very reliable mid laner. Indeed.
It's like,
since her launch, right?
yeah, it's like, has she been nerfed? Yes. Okay. What's her ranking now in the standings? S tier.
Yeah,
Right?
true. There you
So
go.
nerf is not enough.
Actually, the nerf buff Valentina. Do you want to know why? At least now she's not always banned.
Oh,
When she's too strong, she doesn't even get to play. Now
Yeah.
she's quote unquote balanced. Now she gets to play.
oh, she's first pickable, right? And the same response, but they switch
swap their
heroes,
first.
yeah.
Because now Valentina is being used by EVOS Icon and the RSGPH. They are using the Kaja and the Fredrin. We gonna see, are they gonna pick Cloud like RSGPH on the game one?
Will it be a copy paste? Is the question, right? Doma, you mentioned it. You asked earlier. Does Doma?
He never
plays
used
the
Cloud before.
Claude.
Rarely to see.
Yeah, I don't. I believe that Doma rarely plays
Finally!
the Claude.
Oh!
Angela is on the board for EVOS Icon.
Finally. Yeah. It's the couple combo. Angela and Ling is the comfort hero, power hero from Satsujin.
Okay.
So you're gonna see.
This is already very interesting. So it's such a strong combo, but at the same time, because it's such a strong combo, you want to pick it up early. But when you pick it up early, they're like, okay, now we see what you're gonna do. But I kind of feel like they're more confident is because they pick up the Kaja. Sure, Kaja can catch the Ling, but it's a skill matchup. You can use the Tempest of Blade to avoid it, and as well as like, okay, no Hilda.
True. So that's the question that they're asking RC. What are you going to do? It seems like they're going to draft solidly here. They add the Farsa here in the third pick, saying, you know what? We don't care. You pick up Ling. I'm confident, even though Farsa is vulnerable. I don't care.
Yeah, picking up Farsight against the Ling, yeah, is showing confidence.
Because Ling already thinking about, yeah, that's my target. I see one of my target. We gonna see, is there another target for me? Because, yeah, maybe RGPH can use Esmeralda on the gold lane. So it can make Ling very hard to get the early kill points.
Actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And now the Terizla has been, I feel like it's solid because number one, because your jungler is a damage dealer, your EXP has to be super tanky, and I kind of feel like they don't want to get dove on.
Especially Veldora, right? We saw multiple times highlights from this guy on Terizla. So a very good spot there, that Terizla ban. EVOS Icon, good ban here. Brody saying, you know what, Brody going up against Ling. It's kind of a hassle, so let's take that out. Perhaps they might commit to another gold laner ban later on. But RSG, what will they look for here? With their composition,
They still can use Cloud if they want. If they want to use the Marshman gold lead or RSGPH, at least it can make EVOS Icon need to be careful about their backline when they have no backline right now. Because Valentina usually play in front of the team fight area. But we're gonna see, is there any like gold laner Marshman, like Beatrix is still on, if they pick Cloud.
Interesting that the glue has been banned. We haven't even seen a lot of glue so far, huh?
yeah, rarely. But there you go. Coluius mentioned the Claude. will be banned. You know what? Oh, the carry. Another hero that is quite juicy for the Ling to pick up, but then again, it deals through damage. So
Yeah.
we're talking about the late game, let's say minute 16, 17, that carry can be a very, very nasty hero.
I mean, to be fair, it's an amazing combo with the Kaja. So if you can get one inhibitor, it's like 80% a win for you because you can do a split push, as well as when you have a Ling on the opposing side, you have to assume that the EXP laner is going to be super tanky, and there's a chance even the gold laner might be pretty tanky.
Oh, you're right.
So it's like their preemptive is like, okay, there's a good chance that that might happen, so pick up the carry.
They're anticipating, and there you go.
Yeah.
As you call it, Akai and Bane.
So it's a physical melee damage gold lane from Bane.
Holy moly, great
And the sustainable
call.
XP lane, it's Akai. For the crowd control source.
Yeah, two side laners here, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you know, I was an analyst, so
Very good spot.
That's a good one. Love that one.
kind of know what I'm talking about. But yeah, now the final pick will determine whether the Fredrin will go to the jungle or
the
EXP.
Are they gonna fight rock with rocks? Maybe another assassins? Hellcurt.
Oh, that might be nasty as well, yeah.
What? Oh. never
When Link
mind.
come down to Hellcurt,
Okay,
it will get
that's
silenced.
Alright.
But yeah, Esmeralda is there.
Makes sense. Especially when there's an Angela there.
Yeah.
Is like, poppy, boom, half HP, full of shield. Esmeralda, I kinda don't care. But speaking of I kinda don't care, wait, how do I transition to that? You know what, Mirko, Raptor, it's up to you. Take it over.
Poppy, boom, as you say it. All the
Poppy,
SML last
boom?
pick behind the scenes. Yeah, is that something you know?
No, I've never heard LaFell say that before.
Yeah, he said it a couple of times. Poppy, boom, apparently. But here we are, game number 2. RGPH versus EVOS Icon. You were telling me some feelings you've had about the EVOS Icon pickups. They have Angela, they have Ling, Valen. Good.
Yeah, so the logic that I actually said to you earlier was like, you know what? You know who's been performing out of his mind in EVO's Icon and SPS Challenge Finals? Doma. So let's play for Sutsujin.
Yeah, that's the call for EVOS Icon. It's going to be a gold lane Bane, it looks like, and it's going to be an Akai in the jungle for EVOS Icon. Now, RGPH, I was calling the Esme in the first phase of the draft already, behind the scenes, because I was telling you, because this is an RSG thing to do. If they're up against a lineup like that, they love the Esme 5th pick swing, and the way they were banning and drafting really looked like they wanted to set it up for there. So this is a matchup that maybe going into it, Nas is feeling comfortable. If he gets it, then yeah, this is going to be a relatively quick snowball. However, RSGPH need to watch their sides. They need to manage their minion waves in the longer lanes, in the opposite lanes as well, because if not, them losing towers in the sides means they're going to be losing one player. And of course, you're up against a Ling and an Angela with all that global presence, not that great.
Not that great at all. I mean, the mobility, yes, but I want to talk about the matchup as well, because RGPH, they picked up the carry first, and it gave EVO's Icon an opportunity to give Doma a winning matchup. And the Bane, yeah, the Bane bullies the carry, so you can expect Iman to play it a bit safe, or maybe itemize a bit more defensively, as we've seen him many times do in MPLPH.
What RSGPH will do? What will they do in terms of their adjustments? Will it be rotations to help out Eman more? Will it be Eman itemizing for more defense up against a menace in the gold lane Bane, something we started seeing in the challenge season? Again, welcome to game number 2, the potential last game. RSGPH are sitting in a comfortable position right now.
Dude, Sutsujin just loves lethal ignition. Hayabusa lethal ignition, Paquito lethal ignition, Ling lethal ignition, even Lancelot lethal ignition. He is lethal.
He is lethal indeed. And I feel like if you check out his CV, his resume, or they're doing an interview for a job, what is the job of a jungler? Deal damage. Wait, what? That's your first one? And then do red trees. Yeah, but deal damage.
Deal damage.
Let's check out the emblems right now. You see their weapons masters onto the Valentina and the Bane. As expected, going to be scaling really well, and I think that's something RSGPH will watch out for. Even though the carry should be fine. They still do need to put in a little bit more resources to make sure Eman has a good transition from the early laning phase to the mid game.
Let's talk a little bit about Veldora's pick here. A very unique pick. We haven't seen this in a hot while. I think the last time I saw it was an MPL ID where Fluffy actually used the Akai. And the arrival, Ivan, stunned up now. Oh, that's him. Oh, with a sprint. So able to escape from the Appraiser's wrath. And he gets out.
Now, just seeing Angela run away like that, just so funny sometimes, you know?
Little girl running through super fast.
Gotta get away. And Krite needs to get away from this.
No Appraiser's wrath. Demonkite should be able to escape right now. Flickers out. Nats unable to find that range to get him down. But what do you think about this Akai?
Oh, this Akai pickup. Safer in terms of being able to take the objectives. But then, yeah, Light will probably consider doing what he can to make sure that the heavy spin won't disrupt Demonkite. But then at the same time, they also need to watch out for the lane. So, yeah, Veldora's Akai here has a lot of pressure on him.
Even with the heavy spin and the flicker, is unable to find anyone. It's a free turtle over to RSGPH. Aqua looking for the lockdown. That's a chain CC coming down with a feathered airstrike. Say goodbye to Veldora. First blood, RSGPH.
Oh, massive miscalculation by Veldora to commit still at that moment. I feel like that was a bit of overconfidence coming from EVOS Icon. The Ling was mid-air. Veldora had the angle, but RSGPH still gets the turtle. So now information here by EVOS, finding Light.
Oh, Divine Judgment taking him out. Now, oh, good flicker out, buying a bit more time, but honestly, I think his resource should have been better spent somewhere else, so that's incredible value for Icon.
He could have kept it. I think he was trying to flicker into the Cyclone Eye to improve his chances, but no, not going to be able to get out of that. So now this equalizes a little bit the presence in the map for EVOS Icon now that RSGPH's roamer needs to scramble back here.
I don't know about this. EVOS Icon, they have an early to mid-game composition, but if they're not able to find snowballing here early, RSGPH are just going to completely outscale them. And even now, Ivman is already winning out against Doma. Not really that bully that you're expecting in lane.
Yeah, he's taking it to this Bane. Very surprising for me, too. I think that just goes to show why Eman was the finals MVP in MSC 2022.
I don't know if Doma was able to find the Canaminion there with the deadly catch. But yeah, very good wave manipulation from Iman here. Even Nats down below, really punishing Veldora, creating a freeze in the bottom lane just to force him out of lane, force him out of these resources even more.
Yeah. Now this is an expected rotation by RSG. Gonna help out Eman real quick.
Yeah, but the airstrike coming down, and it's the chain CC. My goodness, he disappeared.
Oh, that was an RSGPH cake. Look at all those layers. Frosting in between. No, I'm not getting hungry. What y'all talking about? Turtle spawns there, but Eman was able to cook up a beautiful play up top to make sure that they can help out their old lane. What a play there by RSG.
Oh, so Jin might have to, red tree. Turtle's up, no red tree.
That's not good.
And the purple buff gets stolen on the other side.
As Leia would call it, that's Grand Theft Purple by Demonkite and RSGPH. This is a purpleless Ling.
GTP. Land of Dawn.
Land of Dawn. Trademark. Waiting for the patent.
Lord. I mean, orange buff, red tree, purple buff gone on a Ling. This turtle gone as well. This is another free one. Demonkite didn't even use his red tree. And look, they're already trying to freeze their own buff. They want to play in of EVOS' jungle.
Oh my goodness. Jin is living a nightmare right now. While Demonkite and RSGPH are living a dream, but EVOS Icon will see. They can equalize up top.
Divine Judgment, flicker combo. Oh my goodness, Doma gets wiped out. Veldora finds a heavy spin onto 2, but there's no damage to follow it up. Light here will take the brunt of the damage, but it's only the roamer traded in for the gold lane.
Trade there by RSGPH. Starlium already built up by Nats. EVOS Icon were able to succeed in their play of trading that turtle for that top tower. Mid, though, will fall, and that is not good against RSGPH. They just showed they want a jungle in your jungle, and you lose your mid lane tower. That is a bad time coming for EVOS Icon and Sutsujin. Whoa. Okay. Now EVOS Icon still clapping back, though. Good call there, good play. Nas overstayed his welcome there in the mid, but that's a lot of resources used in the mid lane, and that's going to be another tower falling up top for EVOS Icon.
Goes to show you that EVOS Icon still have what it takes to take the dub in the team fights. It's just how they utilize the resources that I would say, haven't been too efficient in a lot of these skirmishes. We saw Veldora using the flicker heavy spin in the first turtle, and there was no follow up top. Even Demon Kite steals it away again, and now Susujin completely depleted out of his own purple buff. And remember, that buff, the purple buff you see on RGPH's side, it's been frozen. He didn't clear it out.
Yep, so there's no purple buff there for Susujin to steal. I think he saw it himself. What a call there by RSGPH. The return on it. Oh, and Light! No! Light also stole the orange buff. Sutsujin is in a living nightmare right now, while the Raiders are staying true to their name. Imagine 5-6 minutes in and you're already jungling in your opponent's jungle.
We gotta give him props still, though. I mean, I didn't expect this. I thought he's being completely bullied in the jungle, but he still has a 1.34k gold lead. As there's another flicker there from Light to escape from the heavy spin. Well played to EVOS Icon. Oh, Turtle, look at that. Sutsujin already first onto it.
Okay, let's see what EVOS Icon can do here. It makes sense. Slight lead he has. Was able to get a lot of minion waves and a push down bottom, but RGPH will be able to get this turtle without a problem, unless Susujin has other ideas in his hand. He isn't stealing angle!
He jumps in now against 4 members, has a hard guard as well, gonna be knocked up and chained down with Divine Judgment. Iman picks up the kill as Demon Kite acts as the front liner, just holding on to everything. Falling star move from Nats, trying to lock them down. A good flicker from Kreitz to escape for a bit, but now is damage coming through from the Stadium side around as Aqua picks up the kill.
Nas with a Kaldag straight from the Philippines, dancing all over EVOS Icon, shaking his hips. Hips don't lie, as a great philosopher once said. And now that is a lightning truncheon picked up by Aqua. The domination of RSGPH continues.
Oh man, 3.2k now, and even all that, the 1.34k gold lead that Susujin built against Demon Kite, I think at this point it's gone. Demon Kite is farming freely, Susujin is going for the roamer, and now he might not even be able to get the kill. Steps the blades, knocking him up. There he goes. Doma takes it away from him.
Oh, what a flicker!
Beautiful one, and Mon. Wow. Even better.
Even better. Flickering out, dashing on out of there with that shadow step. Look at the Demon Guy. Look at him. He's taunting 3. He's staring down 3 members of EVOS Icon. Just look at them, like trying to go after me. Here's Aqua and Eman.
Appraiser's Wrath coming down. Demon Kite still able to escape. Actually baits out so many resources. Meanwhile, Nats in the bottom lane, taking down that turret. Cheeky Nats.
Classic Nats. Classic RSG. This is why the Esmeralda 5th pick, that swing pick by RSGPH, is massive for them. One of the reasons why they were able to force a game number 5 against Echo in the MPL Philippines semi-finals back in season 11. It's one of their favorite surprise picks, and it's coming up real big for them right now. He's concealed by Light. Oh!
Beautiful by Sutsujin. Cancels out Light's Divine Judgment. As you can see, cooldown gone. It's down. So, well played. Brilliant reaction time from Susujin. Just still, issue is still there. No purple buff. Demon Kite brought back. Heavy spin, pinning him down right now. Doma dishes out a lot of damage with that. He catches. Wow!
Nats!
But Nats in the back finds a 4-man falling star move.
Look at him!
He's able to find one for his own life. Purple buff still gonna be taken by RSGPH mid for XP. Is it worth it?
Well, RSGPH was able to steal out a purple buff. You're delaying the farm there on to Kreitz Valentina. Oh, heck yeah. That was worth it there. But it was unfortunate, though. I feel like for a moment, Demon Kite's eyes flashed, light flashed before his eyes. The trees grew back around the purple buff. Oh, another pull by Light.
So that meltdown. Veldora's a frontliner, a tank. Eman just takes him out. This is what the carry does in the 10th minute of the game with a power spike already. I think he already has the 3 items. DHS, Golden Staff, Corrosion Scythe.
Yeah, he has the Holy Trinity locked in. Demon Kite gets that Lord. That's going to be Nats and Light going to be chasing after Sushi. What the heck is that damage, my good sir?
That's a Starlium Scythe.
What the heck? That was a Falling Star Moon, a full-on combo, bringing Sutsujin down from like 100 or 90% down to 40, 35. This Esmeralda is something EVOS Icon really need to watch out for, especially with their initiations and their entries.
Another 1v1, Nats versus Susujin. Oh, it's a 2v1 with a hard guard here. But Nats is dealing a lot of damage coming down. Susujin even more for the airstrike goes down! Nats survives!
He lives!
He's chasing down Ivan now. He's walking him down. Ivan tying him up, immobilized. Can Ivan get the kill? No!
Oh!
Nats gets the shielding. Ivan now running for the hills. The Angela all alone. Only to get caught by the falling Star Moon.
What a play. Meanwhile, here in the bottom lane, Demon Guy gets pulled up. Cried, will he have enough anything? No, he doesn't. That Lord marching still with RSGPH, Aqua, and Nas. What a play. What a combo.
Oh, whoa! Flicker Divine Judgment.
Whoa.
But we have a pause just as it happened. 5,000 on the Lord advantage. Oh, man. Is it EVO side or RSG?
We'll see. We shall see. Well, let's see if we'll actually get any word from it. But, of course, we just want to make sure the players are in their best element and have the best environment possible for them to succeed and to be able to play to the top of their abilities. What can you say with what's been happening so far, Mirko?
It's just a stomp, Reptar. I mean, not as much of a stomp compared to game number 1, but still a stomp. RGPH taking all the resources. This is a Ling that is supposed to be given everything. It's a heavy spin in the XP lane to facilitate a steal, to get a neutral objective. Bane on the side as well to act as a frontline utility, I would say, and backup damage to the Ling. Angela hard guard for the Ling. But it just doesn't work. I think it comes back to what we said earlier, right? Putting Doma on something like a Bane with his performance right now, the reason EVOS Icon have been winning is Doma.
Yeah.
So putting him on a hero like the Bane, that's a bit more, I would say, utility, not a full carry. It's tough. It's tough, and you're really seeing it for EVOS Icon.
Yeah, and that's even more evident. He didn't have the early game that they expected him to. It was actually Eman and RSGPH winning that gold lane. So that, yeah, for the longest time now, and for what will be 5, maybe even 6 more minutes, if EVOS Icon can stretch it out that far, Bane will be the utility. And with that Divine Judgment that we left off, the man we were talking about, Doma, gets picked off by RSGPH.
Unable to force RSGPH into his domain this time, and EVOS Icon, it's looking bleak. 11 minutes in, RSGPH can just do exactly what they did in game number 1, Reptar. They can hold out, suffocate them, take everything away from their jungle.
RSGPH, it's almost 2 games, 2 games now that they've just completely choked EVOS out of everything. The White Tigers can't even roar as the Raiders continue to sing their battle cry. Don't know what the battle cry is. I don't think they have like a sea shanty.
GGRSG.
Yeah, they have GGRSG, but you know what, RSGPH? Come up with a sea shanty chant.
Oh,
That'll be really cool. Stick with your pirate themes. Stick with the items. Oracle already built up and Dummy Eyes for that Esme.
Is this right? Sutsujin.
Still
no
in the
purple,
lead.
no orange, no farm. Still in the lead. 2,000 gold ahead of Demon Kai.
He's been making the most out of the minions he can find in the opposite lanes. Like over and over again, that's just what he's been doing.
Let's see if it'll work. Nats already falling Star Moon there. Trying to get through the walls here as he is able to reach his bottom wave. Sutsujin still in the lead in gold, but I don't think he's going to be able to utilize it to really assassinate the back. We'll see though. We'll see. Purple buff.
Will he finally get it?
It looks like they've put a lot of resources there. Veldora's position as well. 75% skill accuracy. My lord. 6 out of 8. Feather airstrike hit. Here though, Divine Judgment coming down. Veldora taking out Sutsujin in the back right now, but Iman pops in. The Winning Nature still able to survive. And Sutsujin doesn't get the purple buff. He gets taken out. It's a double kill. And Aqua picks up a monster kill. 3-0.
It has turned into a disaster for EVOS Icon. Dreamlike for RSGPH as they march and focus on an end.
Cry trying to Light poison Divine Judgment into Aqua. He's gone like the wave is still there. Doma clears it out. Finds a kill. 2 kills back. RGPH, they decide to back off, and Doma even on a hero that is not a marksman. It's still Doma.
Doma saved it. Crab Claw Cannon just on time. It was a ricochet 1-2 to hit Eman, bringing him down to 10% health. He threw out the sharks, and he was close enough for a basic attack. EVOS Icon, they're eyeing a Lord from out of nowhere.
Oh, let's see, Jin versus Demon Kite. Oh, with a heavy spin, it's free for Jin. Tempest ablaze now onto Nats. He's going to be able to soak all that up. Now chasing them down, missing the falling star moon. Veldora flickering out. EVOS Icon, is this the chance?
It's a glimmer of hope. It's a glimmer of hope. RSGPH have fumbled. EVOS Icon take advantage of the stumble. They get the Lord. That was an amazing call by EVOS Icon to go ahead and rush it. With 2 members down on the side of RSGPH, they knew they wouldn't have enough space. But look at how fast RSGPH will completely melt the Lord. The Raiders will need to recalibrate because the EVOS Icon White Tigers, they're starting to claw back.
EVOS Icon won A New Hope.
I like it. That's the first movie.
Yes.
Oh no, but the second movie is gonna be the Raider Strikes Back.
Exactly. This is where it gets scary, man. RSGPH are on their way still. They still have the lead. The Raiders can definitely strike back. But don't forget the third movie.
Maybe. Let's see if it'll reach that third and final chapter. Arguably not as good as the second one, but it was still a really epic ending to what was a great original trilogy. We didn't need any more after that, or at least something better. Here comes the concealed blade.
Oh, beautiful heavy spin to take lights away, getting him out of range from the Divine Judgment. RSGPH forced back.
Queen swings on this Esmeralda for 1000 HP, a little bit more cooldown reduction as well. Increasing the spell vamp, so Nats is going to be looking into just dancing all over EVOS Icon, but they're still alive, EVOS. Just need to replicate that again, make the most out of RSGPH overzealousness. Doma has a BOD. They really need to watch out for the ricochets of the Crab Claw Cannon if they can. First, Emma needs to watch out who he's behind. Second, if they can block it, they gotta block for Emma and RSGPH. Let's see if Susujin can get his purple buff at the second time.
Light, beautiful Divine Judgment. Say goodbye to Veldora's HP bar. Fade away, no. He's still able to escape. Susujin finds the purple buff though. The back line. That's some peel. Susujin dives onto 4 with a nature. Brilliantly placed by Eman. As Susujin gets out, Demon Kite walks back. Nats sustaining back up now. Into the mini waves he goes. 1 for 0. Oh! Nats! What gets bursted down? Demon Kite next to the chopping, blocking, slowed down by the Ice Queen 1. The bounce coming down from Doma. Demon Kite forced back. Iman facilitating that. RSGPH still holding on to the 5,000 gold lead.
Oh, but RSGPH, like I said, they need to readjust. They need to recalibrate. Because EVOS Icon are in prime fighting position to turn things around. This Angeline combo has been popping off in MPL Indonesia, all over the world, and now being showcased here by EVOS Icon. Doing wonders for them to keep Susujin alive. Again, in this scenario, he is the carry. He is the quote-unquote marksman. Oh, they find them!
Oh, Divine Judgment though! Immortality here, gonna be brought by Susujin. He buys it in time. Demon Kite now with the re-engage onto the members. But now with the Divine Judgment and the heavy spin, Demon Kite gets picked off. Iman forced back. Susujin looking for another opening. 1 for 0 to EVOS Icon.
Not good for RSGPH. They don't have their jungler. But EVOS will still take their time. They're gonna be systematic, calculated with this Lord take. They know Demon Kite won't be back for quite some time, but they're still respecting RSGPH, potentially finding a way to maybe last hit, steal this Lord, burn someone down. What will happen in this crucial moment?
Oh, for the airstrike coming down, only landing onto Veldora. Dashing away from the Lord. Nats now jumping in. Deadly Cash. The facilitator, Susujin, secures it for the team. And Man now going to be engaged on the back, but he has to win a nature to still escape. My goodness, Doma!
Doma Nation with the Crab Claw Cannon, bouncing off the minion, and little by little, the lead of RSGPH has whittled to the point where EVOS Icon are telling them, you cannot belittle, as Veldora goes for the heavy spin.
Light still able to escape now. He gets pinned down for a bit. There's no real engage here. Light buys the immortality as well. Eman, 15 seconds. This will give EVOS Icon some time, a chance to take these base turrets down. Up top, taken down for the airstrike, coming down onto the mid lane. They're looking for more. Deadly Catch popped in. RSGPH still able to micromanage these waves, but my goodness, Doma. Crazy Wrath dodged away. Susujin, Tempest of Blades used up. Nats trying to zone him away. 2 base turrets down now.
Wow. How has EVOS Icon found the will and the skill to turn it around? As RSGPH, now they're looking at themselves, they're looking at each other. It's an even game. We can't keep constantly invading. We gotta watch out for the Bane. Unexpected damage coming in from Crab Claw Cannon, and the enhanced basic attacks have been biting them over and over again.
EVOS Icon have basically taken everything that RSGPH have been building in the start of the game. It's all gone now, back to a 50-50. Take a look at the items. This is proof. Everyone at full items except for the roamers.
Man, look at Susujin, 16, almost 17,000 gold. Demon Guy only has around 10. This leads Susujin finding farm elsewhere. Oh, there's gonna be a fight for this purple buff.
Heavy spin, now Aqua pinned down. Oh! Aqua shut down by Doma! Out of nowhere, the mid laner falls here. And EVOS Icon, they are taking control of RSGPH's jungle.
Demon Kite still gets his purple buff, but Aqua has fallen. RSGPH played fast. They knew it'll get to the point. Possibly, if EVOS Icon can come back, this Angela, this Ling, will be a problem. And now they have a big problem. How will they turn this around? How can they find more ground? Susujin looming over RSGPH as EVOS pushes out minion waves to free up an even better Lord scenario for themselves.
3 base turrets now. 4,700 gold difference with that Lord advantage. And now they're up 3k compared to RSGPH. 15 seconds for this Lord to spawn. And because Aqua will be spawning in 2, technically, yes, RSGPH will be able to contest this, but they're going to have to micromanage these waves because it's always going to be slow pushing towards RSG. And remember, the lingering threat of that split push Ling is always there.
Lingering doom of what this Ling can bring to the table. RSGPH, dominant for majority. Backs against the wall. The White Tigers have clawed back. Can they pull off and finish off this iconic performance to force the game number 3? Or will the Raiders say it ends here? Lord dancing, the cha-cha continues.
It's a dance. Demon Kite and Veldora tangoing, trying to take the aggro of the Lord. Who gets it? It's still Demon Kite who's holding on to it. Light and Iman, meanwhile, is in the bottom lane looking for a different angle as Nats tries his best to clear up that top side. Now Veldora goes in, heavy spin. Knocked out by the Lord, a big resource burnt out. Demon Kite, he's caught all alone. Immortality, can he pop here? Does he buy the Winter Truncheon anytime? No, he buys the Brute Force, and he pays for it with his life. Veldora jumps in, knocks Light up, but no jungler for RSG. EVOS Icon, they're here.
They're here. The jungler's down. Light tried to flicker past the wall to get a suppress onto the lane to equalize it, but it couldn't connect. He bumped into a wall. 4 members of RSGPH. Can they hold? Because EVOS Icon are threatening to blow up everything that RG worked hard for.
Stolen Divine Judgment onto Light right now as he gets taken out by Doma. Meanwhile, in the back, it's Susujin! Aqua sells Immortality, Iman very low, now with nature, still trying to dish out damage, but Doma eats him up! It's a wipeout!
They're gone! They're gone! The Raider ship has sunk! EVOS Icon have deleted RSGPH from this game too, have deleted the lead, and have deleted the expectations of a sweep. Damn the predictions, damn the early game, we're taking this to a game number 3.
The return of the Tigers.
We got the sequel, and boy was it epic.
Wow. No one would have predicted this. 1-1 after a, 10,000, 8,000 goal lead held by RSGPH. EVOS Icon were down to their last base turrets.
But somehow, some way, a little bit of hope with a little bit of help, they found the turnaround. Analysts, please explain that beautiful game.
In terms of explanation, Mirko is like, they're playing for Susujin. I kind of feel like there's more or less a distraction because, honestly, looking at that game, I'm feeling it's over 100,000 damage for Doma, man. Because, dude, like, the scaling from EVOS is amazing. The fact that they survived long enough, that's a fun game to watch.
Look at that damage from the crab cannon, man. And Mirko, by the way, Mirko, I predicted even before the match started.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at Doma, right? I mean, sure, he's on the Bane, but take a look at his items. Under strike penetration, Malefic for more penetration. There's also true damage from that endless battle, and the Sea Halberd for Esme BOD. Very aggressive build, and it worked for their side. A very good execution here from side of EVOS because they were behind, but they crawl their way back up.
Oh,
what
look at
a
that.
good game.
146,000 damage.
That's a lot.
I was thinking 100K. No, it's almost 150. 6,000 damage per minute in a, what, 23-minute game? Dude.
That's really a lot. And RSGPH gameplay is like, they always take the bait to go all out to Veldora. And then they have no resource anymore. That's when Sutsujin and Doma coming.
I just gotta say, man, this is one of those situations where RSGPH, they were being very disciplined, not trying to force the end.
Yeah.
This might be one of those situations. It's okay, you can try. Because again, the scaling from EVOS Icon was so good as like, guys, we're all full build.
Yeah.
You guys are done. We're taking over.
Which I'm quite surprised again. Execution, that one mistake from Demon Kite caught in that purple buff where the members, the other members weren't ready. Wow, that and they're here again, MVP to the one and only Doma.
94% kill participation.
That's a lot.
Copy the
Almost.
emblem set. Copy everything.
Agility, Weapon Master, even the Impure Rage. It's
Assassin,
really important.
Assassin emblem.
For the movement speed
Assassin
and
emblem.
penetration.
Penetration, so
Really important.
3 penetration stacks, right?
Especially with the endless battle and Heptasis.
Exactly.
I love the Heptasis to facing
Hunter
against
Strike, do you mean?
Esmeralda.
Sea Halberd.
Sea Halberd, I mean, yeah, sorry.
Sea Halberd.
Sea Halberd. For facing against Esmeralda is really important. And this actually, EVOS almost lose the game. Almost.
This is where, take a look at the light there. Almost, but this is where I feel like Demon Kite, the disconnect again, right? Minute 17. And it's just so hard for them to turn the game around, but this is where I feel like Demon Kite caught here.
That's why it's not happened just once, but it's twice. now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Eman as well. It's not that he doesn't want to join the fight, but every single time there's a crab claw cannon, he's like, wait, I thought I have 100% HP. He hasn't entered the fight yet. Dude, I mean like 146,000 damage for the Bane.
It's a lot of damage.
So it's not about the damage, but how he aim it. He always aim for Eman.
Man, I didn't expect this, right? I did not expect this version of EVOS Icon in this current match, but boy, I love to be proven wrong.
Dude, that was a game. Congratulations to EVOS Icon for winning game number 2, now pushing us to a game number 3. I mean, it looked like it was RSGPH game to win, but then EVOS, they just talked to themselves. Guys, it's like, guys, remember, we're EVOS Icon, not Icon not. You know what?
7.5.
Okay.
No, I'm very disappointed in myself. I want to apologize to my parents, everyone watching.
But yeah, you know what? When I'm playing with another caster from Indonesia, like Ranger, Mas, or even the KB, we always have the motto. Like,
what is the
if the
motto?
base is not destroyed, then we are not losing yet.
And there
Just
you
keep
go.
fighting.
I
And that's
mean-
what EVOS I can do.
Exactly, they managed to defend, and remember, it's the best of 3. They still want to force the series on towards that best of 3. Done and dusted. We might see a game 3. Will it be another reverse sweep? Is the question.
It can be possible, but still, RSGPH, we can underestimate them. Maybe they have another plan, another strategy that can be used on the game 3.
Hey, if you want to plan things out, you kind of need a break. So we're going to let the players maybe go to the shower a bit, get a little bit more creative, because we're going for a short break. But after this, it's going to be game number 3.
In my personal opinion, I would say Balan Khalid and Benny because not because I only can play them, but to me they are the strongest heroes that I think if you use them right, they'll bring you the results that you need. Yeah, so to me, I mean maybe different people have different opinions. But okay, not sure how. Like just tell you physically, I would say it's like how you play gold lane, but you just have to keep watching for your farms, and once you hit the power spike, then you will know you are able to one-shot enemies, then just find the right opportunity to go. But before that, he's not very weak in the early game, you just have to know how to utilize his kits, like his first skill, there are pushbacks and stuff, and depends on how you use it against the enemy, you can stop him from trading with you so much, and you can clear the waves and just focus on.
A little more time right now. The Immortality comes up, and Diablo in the back with a fish cloud. The passive still gonna be able to connect right now. Diablo.
If you are able to get plating, I will get it instead of joining the fight. So if I get my items fast, then afterwards, I feel like once I hit my power spike, I will know. So I will just find the squishy targets and just burst them down. Yeah.
You love it, you wear it, wear it.
Wear your passion. Share your passion. Wherever, whenever. Gaming is a lifestyle. Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
The Snapdragon Pro Series powered by Samsung Galaxy is brought to you by Snapdragon Elite Gaming, Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, Monster Energy, and DHL.
ignite the flame. We be bougie, y'all sound the same.
And we are back for game number 3, where I kind of feel like in this game series, even if someone is stomping someone else, don't count them out just yet, because welcome to the Snapdragon Pro Series powered by Samsung Galaxy, because what a series. EVOS Icon legitimately fighting for the lives here. My name is Afel, alongside with me is Gani as well as Colius. I mean, as Indonesians, you guys must be feeling kind of good right now.
Yeah, we already seen it before actually. When AP Brand beats Onyx, Onyx beats Bigatron, and Bigatron beats AP Brand. That's why we gonna see it again now. Our EVOS Icon gonna win this third game.
Potentially, right. It's a very good morale boost indeed after winning that game 2 for the side of the young guns from EVOS Icons. And let's see here, will they bring that consistency in game 3, because their job is not done.
You know what? If you guys didn't catch game number 2, what basically happened was RG Philippines, they won the early game, they won the mid game. But somehow Susujin on the lane was able to farm up very, very fast. But even though Susujin looked very impressive, the main carry was Doma on a Bane Gold lane, able to deal almost 150,000 damage. So it was a comeback just by having EVOS Icon scaling all the way up. But the thing is, if they go for that strategy again, kind of feel like RG Philippines for this game, they might just ramp it up way faster.
You know what? Perhaps the adjustment that I expect personally from side of RSG after that game, they might ban the Angela out this game here, trying to somehow, you know, reduce that support power from the side of Van Strong.
Or maybe even the Ling. Because we all know that Susujin with Ling is a monster.
Yeah.
That's why he already know how Ling do the farming. The farming pattern is out of his head. That's why he always get rich, even 6k more than the Fredrin.
In fact, right now, let's look at everything going on throughout the tournament. Stream A right now, okay, so only Stream C has concluded with a 2-0 Echo beating out Burnex Flash, but Stream A, RG Philippines, EVOS Icon 1-1, Stream B, RG Singapore and Yudo Red Giants are 1-1.
Your team.
Dude, Red Giants and EVOS Icon are like fighting for their lives, and for both of them, it's against RSG.
Wow. They are crazy, man.
They're the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
That's why if anybody said that Group B is hell, I think Group A is more hell than Group B.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Group A is hell. Yeah.
It is more intense, it is more close.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really read it till the very last second. So, again, best of luck to all teams, but may the best team win.
Actually, it could be quite interesting to see which group has the more 2-0s and 2-1s. At this point, I kind of feel like Group B has the most 2-0s.
And Group A is the most
2-1s.
Intense.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's why.
Saucy.
Okay.
Because we cannot guess it yet, right? From the group A, who will be go to the playoff? Because the points is so small in difference. That's why we need to see all the result until the end of the day.
I mean, I'm hoping for Red Giants, but again, anything could happen.
Finger crossed.
It would be if EVOS Icon makes it, and then Red Giant wins as well, 2-1, then we're gonna have to check for the rule book of if I'm not mistaken, it's head-to-head first. Who won the head-to-head?
You do and EVOS Icon?
Yeah,
EVOS Icon.
EVOS
EVOS Icon won yesterday.
Okay. Well, that's awkward for me then. Well, here's me hoping that Red Giants wins. You guys want EVOS to win, but now, sorry, but I gotta go for my boys back at home. I don't want EVOS to lose this one. Not gonna lie. Sorry, but
it's for the Malaysia pride, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna see, because anything can happen on this third game, I think. And
definitely.
if I'm not wrong, there will be a calculation for the aggregate too.
Yeah, but I think like there's tiers to it. If I'm not mistaken, head to head is the primary one, right? So
Yeah.
If it's still the same, yeah, it's gonna be different. Okay, let's go.
See, let's see. Well, let's see here. Best of luck for, again, both teams.
Both
EVOS
teams,
Icon,
both teams, of course.
Red Giant.
We're not biased. We are professionals.
But
Yes.
both of them have the Cinderella story if they goes to the playoff. So whoever goes to the playoff, even me hoping for the EVOS Icon and you hoping for the
Yeah.
Yudo Red Giant, but both of them have a good storyline.
Actually, I don't like Cinderella story that much.
You don't like.
I find it very weird that she lost the shoe, and then the prince got the shoe, and then checked everyone is like, do you fit? Do you fit? Do you fit? It's like,
That's
good. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
sure he showed effort, but we're going into the draft, and well,
See, Angela.
Angela Ban.
Good hunch. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Angela ban seems like with the Angela taken away, that Ling won't be as strong, right? So there you go, the Kadita, Angela. Let's see here, what will they go for? They might go for the Valentina first pick again, so it's...
Banned.
Oh, never mind. Banned out.
They still can do the combo with Lauren, but
Okay.
it's not as strong as Angela because Angela need to like having the hard guard can shows up anywhere, and especially for the puppet on a string, it makes the enemy slow. The difference with Lauren who needs to attack the team fight to make the enemy immobilized.
Yeah, and I actually like the way that EVOS Icon has been doing this, because if they do want some kind of healer, banning out the Valentina is great, because now you have options. Because again, flooring feels good when you're healing your entire team.
Yeah.
When your opponent with a Valentina that has a better scaling on her heal, it doesn't feel as great. So I really like the Valentina ban.
So it opens up more options here for set of EVOS Icon as well, right? RSG, what will they go for here is the...
Let's see. Let's try to see some kind of similarities here, because Franco band I think is more towards respect. The Uranus band, it looks like they want to make sure that their EXP is winning, or at least they're not gonna get like their minions getting heavily proxied. So now Claude first pick, and then instantly very fast response. Kaja and Frederick, and even faster response. Picking out the Eve.
Still have Joy if EVOS Icon won to pick.
I
Joy is a
mean,
good hero against Eve and Claude.
you're right. I mean, they have the Kaja already, so they can bank in on that Joy. But there you go. Kufra, one of the signatures of Light himself. One of the heroes that Light won MSC 2022, right? That Kufra, but Farsa will switch sides.
I think EVOS Icon thinking about like they are banning our Farsia on the first game before. That's why they didn't want to make like a last decision for the mid lane like Kagura again. That's why they pick Farsia, even though the Terizla is free, Joy is free. They didn't care about it.
You know what? This draft already reminds me like a few patches ago. It's been such a long time we've seen Eve going up against Farsa,
True.
right?
True.
It's always Valentina.
Pre-Valentina.
Right, yeah. So this brings back some memories, man.
And usually, if Eve against Farsia in one game, the game duration is above 50 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, right? Will it go above 15 or will it be short? But there you go. As you mentioned, the Terizla will be banned out here. Very good ban. Again, very strong hero, even though the Terizla can be picked up by their side. But it seems like they do not care. So, what will RSGSG go for though? To ban.
Another jungler for Sutsujin, maybe? If they want to ban the Ling. Because Ling can be a nightmare for Eve and Cloud too.
You know what? Banning out the Assassin, yeah, you're right. Should make sense here, right? The ban Ling. Will they ban out the Martis though? This is a question later on.
That's a good idea to banning the Martis, because Martis can just in and out easily, especially when Martis get the snowballing moments. He can just use in the decimate everywhere, anytime that he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Especially they have committed on towards that Kufra, right? Which is a very hard counter here if they do pick up the Martis Force out of EVOS Icon. So, yeah, Martis Ban can come through here, but there you go. The Charizard, they're still taking their time here. What will they ban?
Yeah, because there's a lot to consider. Because again, looking at previous matches, Demon Kite has a lot of options, but as you guys were talking about it, Martis banned, Ling has been banned. Now really thinking about it. Should they try to ban something out from Doma? Because again, so far this guy has been amazing.
You know, with Kufra and two crispy hero like Cloud and Eve, I'm thinking about what if it was I can use Halcard.
Oh, that actually might be pretty good, yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
Halcard is very good.
Honestly,
instantly kill.
Yeah, like Dark Knight Fall, you won't see the Kaja coming. That's very dangerous, yeah.
So it's a surprise for the enemies, and them banning carry.
But if they want, they kind of have to take it now.
Yeah. If not, it will be useless.
No, because RSG could potentially pick it up as well, right? Yeah.
True. But with the carry ban, right? Somehow I have a hunch that they might pick up the Masha here because it's a tanky hero. It will be melted by carry, so Masha might come through. I'm not quite sure here from the play by Nats.
So it's a Fredrin jungle then.
Fredrin jungle.
Okay.
Why do they ban the carry? Why do they ban carry? It's a good head-to-head going up against a Claude, sure. But what else?
A very tanky EXP laner that doesn't want to die that fast. Like
Glue?
Masha?
Masha, yeah. Glue can be too, because Glue can easily aim for Farsia.
Oh, the Arlet though. Okay, just not Arlet. And this is why.
This is the answer. This is the answer.
Okay, makes sense.
That
that's
makes
why.
sense, yeah.
That's why they want to ban Baksha, of course. So there you go. 3 tanky units from side of RSG.
Yeah,
Well,
so right now the final pick.
For the gold lead. Lastly seems good, but it's scaling heroes, but against
It didn't
3
do well
tank
in the
hero.
previous game, yeah.
It didn't do well because they have 2 scaling hero, but now they have Farsia.
Okay, yeah.
I think it can work, but needs to be careful about Eve. The reward manipulation.
What do you got?
Oh, Beatrix. That's good too.
Okay.
Yeah, a very strong ultra late game hero. Kind of feel like this will be a very intense game, definitely. So, gonna pass it over instantly to Mirko as well as Reptar.
Intensity, tension, running out of adjectives here. It's going to be a good one. Game number 3, RSG versus EVOS Icon. A Baksha pick coming out from RSG. It's not expected, but yeah. The game plan is clear for RSG. We got to buy time. It's a Claude and an Eve in their lineup. Meanwhile, honestly, I saw that Lapu Lapu pick up by EVOS Icon, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried here.
Let's see what happens here. Again, it comes down to EVOS Icon relying on their playmaking and their team fighting. Meanwhile, for RGPH, it's still very objective-based, I would say, with the Baksha especially now. They're looking for those rotations to go for these cheeky little pickoffs to set up for these objective takes. So still, kind of the same story. RGPH, objective, suffocation, no chaos, controlled. Meanwhile, EVOS is like, fight.
Fight back, claw back, roar back at the Raiders. Like if the objective, I like that. Can you do that one more time? Roar. There you go. For the objective is objectives for RCPH. Meanwhile, the trick is to go for the picks for EVOS Icon. Let's see who's gonna do it. Even though a part of me here is, of course, Filipino in me, is a little bit worried for RGPH. There's something about the drafts that I feel like will just really be determined more about who can take their condition, especially at around the transition portion of the game. Not in the laning phase, but in the transition phase of going from the early to the mid game. By the 3rd turtle, by the 1st lord, at around that time. Whoever makes the crucial decision to either go for full commit, maybe to go for just a split, to sacrifice, then maybe go for the lord, that's where it's gonna be at. Welcome to game number 3. Could it be another set of trilogies for this, trilogy of a match so far by RCPH and EVOS Icon?
All right, in the land of dawn we go. Looking at it, Sister Jin now with a quantum charge. Okay, this time, Fredrin. If you go lethal ignition on Fredrin, then we question you, okay?
Yeah.
Everything lethal ignition, but quantum charge, cool. All right, this is something that we have seen a lot from Fredrin jungles now, actually. So, very interesting to see just the shift in what's prio in the different heroes that we've already been seeing for a lot of the matches already.
And you can see here actually for RGP, especially Demon Kite, he decided to rush already the tough boots, knowing that it is a strong picked lineup by EVOS Icon. Let's see if they can punch Susujin for going in. And also Susujin able to dash away from the shield unity of the Basha just in time.
That burn is really good though. I mean, Susujin already burnt out a flicker from Aqua early on. 20 seconds for the turtle. He won't have that for the next fight. Doma though. Lights, beautiful. Timer's Revenge, locking him up. No one to follow it up, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Light burning his flicker. Now Krite looking for some damage. Good taunt over to Demon Kite. Not enough damage to take him down. Tortoise Poisson's doing work. Iman takes away the cannon minion.
All right, so no losses there by RSGPH, but that has to be something. Oh, they can afford Veldora!
Soul kill. Oh, first blood by Veldora. Traded in by Aqua.
XP for XP. Aqua was right there at the right time. See if he can get, he will be getting a little bit of gold from the energy shields from the bottom turret. Susu just taking down this Lord quick. Demon Kite and Krite. Let's see if they can stop Demon Kite from stealing this away.
Drive-by coming down. Light, oh my goodness! Beautifully played by RSGPH. Ivan with a flicker out. RSGPH with a good win.
From Grove Street with love, a drive-by from Demon Kite. Stuns landing right on time just so that they can make sure they'll secure the first turtle of the game. So RSGPH are slowly taking those conditions. They still have to watch out for EVOS Icon. It's still a very close game early on.
Beautiful trades. And it's still kind of the same. EVOS Icon were trying to force a fight there around the turtle. RSGPH, they just used the abilities, the resources to go for the turtle, and they backed away instantly, understanding, hey, we're 3 flickers down. Our Arla just got solo killed. I think it's not the best spot to look for a fight.
It's good to see that these two teams are playing with a lot of caution, but you see them trying to make the initiative. Here comes Light.
Beautiful Tyrant's Revenge into the shield unity. Krite now flying by. Render's apathy from the back. Divine Judgment pulling Light back into the Appraiser's Wrath. Now Susujin going to be gunned down with the Blazing Duet, and even the flicker forward from Iman. Forcing Krite out. Ivan falls in the real world manipulation. Demon Kite with a good shield unity onto Doma, and this should be Doma falling as well. Oh, he's dodging away! My goodness, Doma! Not from that one, though. It's a triple by Aqua.
Hot start for the mid laner. Demon Kite's gonna get slashed on by Veldora. EVOS Icon countering back, biting back, as RSGPH are slowly ramping up the pace in this game number 3.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Every time I see Aqua on a Yves, I just think MSC 2022.
It just brings you back, right?
That Aqua
Flashback.
play. Oh.
That Aqua play. Perfect timing from real-world manipulation. Dancing around, making the most of the damage you can deal, the little bit of movement speed you can get. Let's see. RSGPH have the control yet again. This forces EVOS Icon to position themselves a little bit more back now. But Veldora, as the EXP laner, the pressure's going to be on him to go for the dives and give the info.
Veldora, good positioning. Nats doesn't read it out just yet. He finally finds him. Good dash forward now with a vengeance. A good stun, resets, winning on the trade. Oh, even the final slash committed down. Veldora taken very low.
No final slash here for RCPH. Because Icon know that. Aqua really looking for good positioning. Here comes Light.
Tyrant's Revenge coming down. Good Divine Judgment locking him down. Rouse Krite pops in for the airstrike, but Demon Kite cancels it out. Meanwhile, Veldora forced to use the Bravest Fighter on the stun, but he gets taken out by Nats on that vengeance. RSGPH 1.4K gold lead.
Incredibly calculated by RSGPH. They split up their own team fight really well. Demon Kite committed for the stun onto Krite so that they can cancel out the feathered airstrike as quickly as possible. Of course, Aqua was watching his positioning, but the important thing was Nats wasn't diving alongside RGPH. He was helping peel for Aqua.
Shield unity into a Tyrant's Revenge. Into Aqua. 5-0 and 1.
Yeah, that's an amazing start. That is the start all EVE mates want to do. Shout out to Arashi. I think I saw him playing EVE earlier. Is that his main hero?
Yeah, that is his main hero.
That is his main hero.
That's his only hero.
I see. Now RCPH will be playing with a conceal here, getting a bit of info. They know where Susujin is, and let's see if EVOS Icon. Yeah, they're going to be committing bodies up top. They don't want to give up that tower just yet, but it's going to be Eman with a nice rotation to the mid. It's going to be Switch. He's going to be covering and getting gold from the mid lane, which will force a rotation by EVOS Icon to cover their mid this time.
All right, gotta be honest with you. As a Beatrix player, as a gold laner, If I'm up against a Yves who's already 5-0 in the 6th minute of the game, oh, it's not going to be a good time at all. I mean, we do have a Farsa on EVOS Icon's side, but still, this Yves is much more annoying, in my opinion, if it gets ahead because of the slows. Ice Queen 1, there you go.
Yep.
I said it already. First item built up, no talisman needed here. Oh, Divine Judgment coming down. The Render's apathy doesn't connect and Light gets out because of it. And Mon with the Blazing Duet just forcing Krite back. Unfortunate. Doma wasn't able to connect on that snipe.
Okay, RSG are still going to be committing here, but there's 3 members of EVOS Icon. Is Light going to go in? Oh!
Doma flickers out. Wow! What did that play? By Doma, flickering out of the revenge and the real world manipulation.
Oh man,
wow.
It's like that meme from the Umbrella Academy where the 2 siblings were just driving past each other and they looked at each other through the mirror of the driver's seat. That's exactly what it felt like. Seeing Doma flickering away from the Tyrant's revenge of Light. If that landed by Light, Doma would be gone. But Doma, what a play. And look at Nats and Veldora smacking at each other here at the bottom.
Oh, Nats' mana is running low. Veldora doesn't have the Brave, or the Bravest Fighter just yet. Turtle up top spawning. Veldora should be first onto it here in the XP division. Arlet force back, rotating as well there.
All right, he's going to be able to heal. Veldora won't be in tip-top shape, but throws it up. Ivan, let's see if he can find a Divine Judgment. RGPH, they're dancing around it. Veldora in the back. Good sandwich play by EVOS.
Good Tyrant's revenge, canceling on the Bravest Fighter. Monster kill from Akko, final splash. Used up already. It's Demon Kite still. On top of everything else, the collapse with a real world manipulation on the Doma. So Jin finds a massive Appraiser's Wrath, but Nats picks him up. Double kill, 3 for 0. Oh, Doma!
Doma gets the last laugh. What a response there by the marksman of EVOS Icon, but this is still RSGPH's win. Bro, this Eve just flicker forwarded into 3 members of EVOS Icon to maximize the real world manipulation.
That's Aqua.
That's Aqua.
That's Eve Aqua. That's Yakwa.
Yeah, Yakwa. I would never do that. I would flicker and then my teammates will flame me because I messed up my real world manipulation. What a play. What a commitment by RSGPH.
It's the communication, the coordination of the 2. That's really impressive. Of all the 5 members actually from RSGPH. Holding in this gold lead. Now let's take a look at the items. Man, Claude 1.3k ahead. DHS into a golden staff. Corrosion Scythe. Not next. What a nature.
Yeah. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I like that Demon Dad actually rushed the Athena shield here, considering that the biggest threat in his eyes right now is this Farsa, considering that Krite will just maximize his range and using the feathered airstrikes during objective takes to just whittle down Demon Dad as much as he can. It's a good call to build up that item to help up with the damage of the Farsa. Now, next sequence, both teams will be playing around the Lord as EVOS Icon will push this up top. They're going to try to balance it out, but then they're going to be losing an inner turret. There is a minion wave coming in for RSGPH down the bottom lane. To see if EVOS will be able to equalize here. They still have a cannon with them, and the shieldings are gone. So yeah, it's a turret swap all across, but Nats is going to get spotted out here, and Nats gets the info to RSG.
Info. It's already informed over to the rest of the RSG members. Seems like there's a bit of a trade in which side they're taking. EVOS Icon putting all their members up top. RSGPH prioritizing the Lord side. With the bottom lane pushed up, this should actually still favor RSGPH. They've already started it, but they decide not to commit.
Yeah, despite the golden items, it looks relatively equal here. But the thing is, the mid tower is gone from EVOS Icon as well, so that's another thing they'll have to constantly manage. Eman will probably look to positioning himself somewhat closer to the mid as well every time the minions are coming in, so that he can just threaten to what could be a quote-unquote split push to get a tower, because RGPH can always reset and just push instead. Oh, Nats used Final Slash. That's a big one gone.
Yeah, big
Render's
resource.
apathy also used here by Doma.
All right. I have a question, Renmar.
Yeah?
Yeah, do you know Eman's full name?
Okay, I think you might know it. What is it?
It might be Eman Vaughn 007.
I like it. Emma Bond, 007, the only one in RSGPH with a license to kill.
Ooh, I like that one as well. Glowing Wando built up by Aqua. Light always just charging. Oh, Ivan! Flickering forward now into the Bandit's Rage! shutdown picked up by Veldora. They fall in the real world. But Blake to the Aqua. Flickers out light! Finds a 3-man, but in the back, Veldora gets a double. Now Doma flickering out the safety light, taken very low. The stun coming in. It's a triple for Veldora in the midst of the team fight. Eman versus Doma. The gun's coming down.
Bang!
Eman has won it. Meanwhile, who got the Lord?
Who got the Lord? It was EVOS Icon. It was EVOS Icon. They got the Lord Sutsujin and Veldora against Demon Kite. They were able to take the Lord right from under the nose of Vares GPH. Emma just needed to equalize, drawing attention. With Demon Kite, 2 versus 1, it's going to be difficult to retry that. What a play by EVOS, again, with a sudden turnaround.
How did they win that team fight? They were 5,000 gold behind. EVOS Icon are ruthless. They will take any fight. Don't tell me the odds.
Don't tell them the odds. We saw the awakening of RSG. RSG awakened early on. Now, welcome to the second chapter. The last icon. Can they? Will they end it here? Make the most out of the lead. They're starting to build and control the game from here on out. No towers will be destroyed. RSG, though, will lose the mid. Equalized. Balanced. One play from out of nowhere. RSGPH got their narrative subverted by EVOS Icon.
All right. Both teams are slowing it down. Taking their time until
not anymore.
Light, just to revenge their Demon Kite. Now gunned down. The Divine Judgment brings him back. But look at Nats in the back. Still going to be kited over. Now Veldora with the bravest fighter jumps in. But now they're all quad. Aqua with a real world ablation just pulls them back. 2 for 1. Nats coming back. Final slash coming down. Veldora with the flick coming on. In the back. Follows through the side laners of RSG.
Snipe!
Doma versus the world. Aqua with a flicker forward. Doma with a dash forward. RSG have wiped EVOS out.
Icon are out. A wipeout from out of nowhere. A fight when we least expected it. Trigger's been pulled on both ends. And RSGPH wins the standoff. Eman and Aqua. This Eve, this Claude, they're the hope of RSGPH. And with this massive push, breaking the inhibitor in mid, just like that, the turns have tabled yet again.
Wow, what a series, what a game. If we were expecting a climactic end, we've got it. The expectations be darned. Reality has surpassed expectations at this point, and it's only been 14 minutes.
It's like I'm watching a movie, but I'm getting paid to watch it. RSUPH. Now,
wait,
have a controller. Oh, you're getting? Oh, you're not? Oh,
I am. Gani isn't, I think.
Yeah, I think Gani's not getting paid. He was shocked in the panel yesterday. Yes, we are getting paid, Gani. RSUPH. Rushing this Lord. EVOS Icon, Susujin. Can he be the guy? Said he's gonna, looks like he's gonna bide his time.
Let's
Oh,
see.
he's close.
Aqua takes it, final slash, brings him back. Oh, he finds Eman in the midst of the team fight. Now Veldora, he wants to capitalize. Nat stunned up, no final slash. Ivan slowing him down.
No flicker, 4 seconds.
3 slashes and more. Nat still able to escape. Light just holding it down. Can RSGPH pace it down, take the tempo slower?
How? How did Ivan thread the needle so well to show a ray of hope for EVOS Icon taking out Eman? What could have been a devastating Lord push turned into nothing. Balance served yet again. And it is a stalemate 15 minutes in.
Wow. Another crazy fight. Crazy objective take, but responded with a crazy pick-off. Ivan. Again, like you mentioned, threading the needle. Now wait, Demon Kite's walking up. Doma still secures the orange buff. Purple buff up in 3 seconds. It's all about now these buffs. Who wants to take it if there's going to be an invade here? But RSGPH, they built up a pretty good wave. I think they should be able to take a turret down.
Big wave, big push, big numbers. RSGPH, what else can they get out of this? Looks like they're just going to be focusing on getting that second one. Don't think they'll be forcing the issue. for any more damage, any more fights. They're just taking purple buffs here now. Resources away from EVOS Icon. RSGPH Light, just a forward positioning, getting information for RSGPH. So this will be the story of the game as it goes on now. Just now going to be about managing the minion wave, setting yourself up for the Lord fight as best as possible. Check out Doma's item, just built up a Haas clause. So RSGPH need to pay respect to this Beatrix. They need to commit resources to taking down this Beatrix. Doma, who has risen as a star for EVOS Icon, needs to be looked at by RSG.
Still stays the same though, just like in MSC 2022. It's Iman and Aqua. So it's a Jin to be engaged on, but the airstrike coming down. Ivan flickering forward, Divine Judgment, locking Nats down. He still has the Immortality, still able to flicker out with the Abrasive Wrath. Finds him in the back. Immortality, pop! Right! Cancelled out, gets gunned down before he can even use the Rage. Krite finds the kill, so Jin dashing forward. Iman takes his Immortality out.
Light falls. Interrupted was his ultimate. But Eman taking an Immortality away from Sutsujin means that EVOS Icon will think twice about how they want to engage this Lord. Spawning in 20 seconds, Sea Halberd built up by Eman.
Eman's always been a master of itemization, but the Sea Halberd here for Sutsujin, I believe, and Veldora. These two frontliners need a response. There should be an answer, and there you go. Eman has bought the answer.
He needed that extra damage just to help melt down the two tanky frontliners of EVOS Icon. Remember, Sutsujin does not have. Oh, but that's going to be Ivan with a pull.
Oh, everything used up. Demon Kite, Iman on the back line. Even the final slash committed down. Demon Kite still running for the hills as Nats jumps back on the Sutsujin. Aqua takes him out. Veldora in the midst. 1v4. Aqua with a double kill. 2 for 0 for RSG for the Raiders.
Demon Kite sidestepping a snipe. Could have been deadly. Krite, not going to try to get close. He doesn't have his Feathered Airstrike. Doma still lives. It was unfortunate. Nats' final slash took Doma out of the blazing duet of Eman. So the gold laner still lives. The star of EVOS Icon still lives. But RSGPH, they have the man advantage.
Doma still kiting in the back. Ivan losing his Immortality. Eman taking a run of damage. Snipe coming down onto Aqua only. Free Lord for RSG.
EVOS Icon caught RSG by surprise. They pulled Demon Kite, popped his Immortality, but couldn't finish the job. And now RSGPH have turned it around. A star performance by Aqua. 11, 1, and 6. Eman, 5, 1, and 3. The two main damage dealers of RSGPH say we wanna end it here. The rise of the Raiders. Will this be?
2.4K gold lead. 3 waves coming crashing down at once. Nats moving forward, zone in the back. Feather Airstrike coming out. Light with a Tarn's Revenge. Forcing Bravest Fighter. Veldora unable to find anyone on that stun. Mid lane cleared out. Doma.
Got low.
Still able to escape. Ivan stunned up. Unable to find a Divine Judgment, but still, the Tigers have defended.
Not over yet, says EVOS Icon. A clutch stun there by Nats, stopping Ivan. I think Ivan would have found a way to take out Demon Kite. He was that low. Check out the items here. Full defensive for the Sarlot. Still on the way to the Hunter Strike. Has the Blade Armor. So the dives he's been doing onto the backline, onto Doma. Doma's been very calculated with when he's going to start basic attacking and start free hitting Nats. He's watching out for his health as he's going. But of course, him having that Haas Claws helping keep him alive. Full item buildups for both marksmen. Both of them still have their Wind of Natures. Roamers, on the other hand, still an anti-Karas on the way for Ivan. Meanwhile, RSGPH do not have a single anti-Karas.
It all comes down to just the juggle, I think, at this point. Wow, Sutsujin able to steal it away from Eman. Damage leaderboard, take a look at it. Doma on top. Even though when it comes to gold, Eman's still leading by quite a bit, but I think in the 20th minute mark, it's safe to say that the gold lead is useless.
Yeah. It's all about the little things now. The item adjustments, as you mentioned, the timings, the dash, the positioning. Like world-class MLBB from these two teams. Closing out their last days here in the group stage. Snapdragon Pro Series. 34 seconds until this Lord spawns. We've been treated to an absolute blast. If you've been here with us since game number 1, thank you for tuning in and staying for this absolute treat of a game. Cinematic. Like a movie. The Lord creeping in. Both teams jockeying for position.
We have a fun fact while we're waiting for this Lord, though.
What is
The
it?
Red Giants have beaten RSG SG, so there's even a slimmer chance now, or maybe even it's impossible for EVOS Icon to make it to the next stage with that victory. But they're still fighting for dear life for this chance.
Chance is all you need sometimes. Light goes in.
Sujin taken out already. Ivan with the flicker forward, instantly cancel with the final slash, and they all fall again. That brings him into the real world of play. Zaman goes forward. Oh, he's so light! Knocks Doma up, still able to flicker out. Now cutting down, kiting away. Veldora, the frontliner, Light losing his immortality. Ivan waiting for him in the midst. Veldora very low. Immortality still there. Final slash flicker, not connecting. One to the back. Iman loses his immortality with a good snipe from Doma.
Suchijin falls. RSGPH will take this Lord. The micro mechanics showcased by these two teams. You thought RSGPH was run all over EVOS Icon. No, they're back. They're back. But they don't have their jungler. They don't have a chance here. So they'll have to weather the raid. Or what could be the final raid as well. The final push for RSGPH.
Evolved Lord this time around, 22 minutes in. EVOS Icon using the waves. Just, again, I think they're stopping it. They're stopping it here. Do they want to? No, they don't want to stop it. I was expecting them to hold it there so that the waves can't come crashing down together, but they instead just pushed it over. And RSGPH now can dictate how this goes.
From the Raiders Awaken to the last icon, is this really the rise of the Raiders? Can they end it here? What has been an absolute masterpiece of a game, a masterpiece of a series, could boil down to one final push.
Good micromanagement, down to 19,000, 17,000 HP. Still looking for an opening. But the airstrike already committed now with the final flash, bringing him back into the real world inflation. Veldora pops in Raven Spider, but Susujin loses his life. A good divine judgment brings the Kite back.
They can't end it.
1-1.
It's no junglers. -1 frontliner for both teams. Who's gonna stand out on top? Doma's still alive. Light misses.
Oh my goodness, Light falls. He gets punished for that. Kite looking for a play. Iman still with the Athena shield, able to escape. Aqua for the airstrike once again. Aqua loses immortality. Veldora comes in. Good winner. He buys it in time, but Doma is waiting for another flicker. Doma looking for one last shot, but Iman gets out with a flicker and the battle mirror image.
It's not over yet. A miscalculation by RSGPH. A great defense by EVOS Icon means that 3 members of RSGPH falls and that EVOS Icon have a chance to open up the map. 37 seconds and counting for Aqua to fall. You saw the setup of the real world manipulation, but Doma and Kripe, the two aces, the X factors of EVOS Icon, staying alive just in time. Light missing out on Kripe, was able to flicker away just in time. And in the bottom left hand of your screen, you see there, EVOS have opened up the map even more, destroying an inhibitor turret in the mid lane of RSGPH.
At this point, you have to ask, what is Doma on? This prodigy.
Why can't we take him down? Why can't we find him when we want to find him? How does he still stay alive? How does he pop off in the times when EVOS Icon need him the most? Him and Krite, they are the hope of EVOS Icon to turn this around. Will this be a repeat of history, of the trend of game number 2? Because Icon, they're clawing, they're roaring, and they're fighting with all they've got left in the tank.
No flicker for Nats.
Massive. Close to 100 seconds. We know how big a flicker is for an Arlot. Not just as an engaged duel, but as an escape duel. a way to readjust your positioning in a team fight. At this point, if Nats wants to fight, he will go all in and he stays there. Whether or not he lives is up to whether or not RSGPH will be able to take down the members of EVOS Icon before they take him down. Already Divine Judgment used up by Ivan.
Then it's Rage as well. Now for the airstrike coming down. Nats forced to go in. Appraiser's Wrath. Used up by such a delight! Into banging by Nobar! With Aqua! But Doma survives! How? How did he do it?
Doma again! Light! With a massive setup! Reminding us why he is an MPL and MSC champion! Yet somehow, Doma stays alive! Flicker just in time! RSGPH are clawing and scratching their heads! Why can't we take him down? Why won't they go down? But no one is letting up in this Lord. They continue to fight. We're getting close to 27 minutes in.
Doma is changing the fate of EVOS Icon. From the mid to the late game, Veldora, bravest fighter, onto the front, good stun, onto light, Demon Kite, shield unity used up. Doma trying to zone him down. They're taking the Lord as slow as they can, but look at the base. The mini waves are crashing down now. Doma stunned up by Light and Demon Kite in the midst of it all. He's still going to be able to life steal, but not for long. It's a shutdown and Demon Kite will take any last remaining hope that was in EVOS Icon. Sutsujin falls one by one. The Tigers crumble.
As the Tigers crumble, here come the Raiders, rising from a scary situation, a potential turnaround. Veldora holding his ground, but it looks like he will be able to get taken out by RSGPH. 2 members left, RSG. It's their time. It's their push. Is it finally their series?
Their tournament lives on the line. Ivan in the front, Light in the back. Into a final slash. And it truly is the final slash. RSGPH win 2-1.
The smiling demon, able to orchestrate the pickoff onto the member that gave EVOS Icon so much hope. And the Raiders just followed it up. A masterclass